And good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show video live stream for Friday, March 14th. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. And oh no, I hate it when I get this message on my video or on my internet browser.
What?
This page is unresponsive. Do you want to exit it or reload it? I just want it to work. Do that.
Right.
Let's see. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. It's broken. It just nothing will work on it. Exit page or wait. Oh, I could just do that. Anyway, good morning and happy Pi Day. And for those of you who do not know what Pi Day is, you're just like me. No. Pi Day is the celebration of math, and it's really talking about pi, which is the lowercase Greek letter pi,
Right.
which is the little
P-I.
It's like a tilde with a couple of things that go down, legs. It's one of the most well-known
You hear yourself?
mathematic constants. It's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. So for any circle, the distance around the edge is a little more than 3 times the distance across. Let me say that again. The distance around the edge is a little more than 3 times the distance across. Yeah. So it's like magic. Because if you think about a circle, and you think, oh, gee, I wonder how what its circumference is. Well, take a look at the edge to edge, and it's a little more, about 3.14 times the distance.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
It is.
That's how we build buildings.
It is.
Smart people do that.
Well, it's like if you don't know with the rule of 3, 4, 5, if you don't know how to make sure something is square. So a square would be 3 by 4 by 5.
Say it.
So 3 inches by 4 inches by 5, or 3 foot by 4 foot by 5. So that ratio, you can, if you're building something or wanting to know you don't have a square with you,
Right.
you can figure out whether you have a square angle based on that measurement.
You're going to have to give that to me again. So if I want to know if I have something square, then what do I do?
You have a tape measure, you can go 3 inches
Go 3 inches.
by 4 inches.
No. So I measure from one corner and I go out 3 inches
And mark
and
3 inches.
put a mark down. Okay.
Go up the other side and mark 4.
And then I go up 4 inches
Mark that.
from
and,
the original spot.
Yeah.
Oh, and then across.
Point to point should be 5 inches.
Oh.
And if
Well,
it's-
that's the a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Exactly.
That's, what is it, Pythagorean's theorem or whatever?
But you can also just, you don't want to go through that whole thing or sound like, oh, that's the
You could get an
Pythagorean
angle.
theorem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed square. I got speed square. I like
Speed square. Yeah. What about the rule of nines? You're a money guy. You know the rule of nines?
the rule of nines. No.
That's the one where if you're off by 9 in a calculation, this is a very basic thing for me. If you're off by 9 in a calculation, that probably means you transposed numbers somewhere. It's an accountant's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Accountant's
my
thing.
wife would be all over that.
Yeah, the rule of nines. Let's see. We should probably talk about Archimedes.
Sure. What's he doing on Friday?
I don't know. He likes pie, though. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what? We should probably do some quizzes on pie.
What's your favorite kind of pie? You asked mine. What's yours?
I love pecan pie.
Do ya?
Pecan, whatever. I've known it both ways, but pecan pie is really good.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't have gelatin in it. I don't know if you put gelatin in pecan pie.
I don't know. I don't know what the goo is.
Yeah, the goo is really good.
Yeah,
is
it
what
is
it is. Yeah. So I like pecan pie. I'm a sucker for blueberry pie.
Oh, yeah.
Pumpkin pie might be my favorite.
Yeah. So I was just thinking when you said blueberry, so the flower shop
Yeah.
down
Down in
in
Stevensville.
has a blueberry cream cheese pie that they
Oh,
make during season.
That sounds really good.
It's killer.
Oh, man. All right.
I've run over there just for that purpose. And
That sounds good.
And they'll sell out quickly, so you have to catch them when they got them.
The word of the day is clock. Be right back.
They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
And happy Friday. Good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show for Friday, March 14th at 7:05 a.m. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me this morning, Mike Weibel. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Ken.
You saw the lunar eclipse. You saw the tail end of it.
Yes.
It was pretty.
It was.
It was red.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like there was a shadow on the moon, which actually is what was happening all night long. So a little after midnight, maybe you saw it. I saw it at 1 o'clock. I saw it again at 3 o'clock this morning, and then saw it about 4 o'clock. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Probably not the one that everyone wants to wake up for, but it was still interesting.
Did you see the little, it was on social media, Neil deGrasse?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, him.
That guy.
Yeah. Talked about flat Earth. And his whole thing was, there's the moon.
Yeah.
This is an eclipse for flat earthers, and it was just one stripe through the moon.
That's clever.
It was.
I like that. All right. Speaking of what's up in the air right now, we've got a high wind watch for tomorrow from noon to 6 o'clock p.m. in our area. Gusts up to 55 miles per hour possible. You know, they said kite flying season was around the corner. That could be a little dangerous, though. 55 mile per hour gusts.
Yeah, you better get some pretty serious cord on that thing.
Today's forecast, partly sunny skies, breezy conditions, but the high is going to be around 73 degrees. That's why I wore the T-shirt cardigan combination, because I can go T-shirt later.
Yeah, good call.
I'm ready, because it was chilly this morning.
I know, but still was nice.
Yeah, it's very nice outside. South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts today up to 35 miles per hour, so not a day to be out on the lake for sure. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy, 80% chance of showers or storms. Some strong winds with gusty conditions going to 35 miles per hour. That's tonight. Low around 58. South winds, again, 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 35. And then tomorrow's forecast, Saturday, mostly cloudy, a 50% chance of rain showers, windy, a high around 70 tomorrow. The southwest winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 55. So again, we were watching some of the weather radar predictions, and what they're thinking is probably sometime between midnight and 3 a.m., we're going to have the storms roll in tonight or
get nasty.
Overnight or into tomorrow morning. And so maybe there'll be some power outages. I hate to waste a power outage on a weekend, though.
Yeah.
You want to see those on the weekdays so you can sleep in and tell the boss.
Right. Oh,
I have an excuse.
right.
All right. We have some news from our WSJM newsroom. Unfortunately, a total loss for a house in Bangor. Firefighters from 4 Van Buren County fire departments responded to a structure fire last night in the 68,000 block of 38th Avenue in Bangor Township. The Bangor Community Fire Department was dispatched at about 9 o'clock. Crews from Columbia Township, Covert, South Haven area emergency services, they were all called in for assistance. Officials say the home was engulfed in flames upon arrival. According to emergency officials, all occupants safely evacuated the house. The cause remains under investigation. The Berrien County Board of Commissioners is starting to think about its options for expanding the county's animal shelter. Speaking to the board Thursday, County Administrator Brian Dissett said he and shelter manager Ashley Herr recently took a trip down to Elkhart County, Indiana, to tour a new Humane Society shelter there. They were looking for ideas on how to better run the shelter in Berrien. Dissett told us that's as a need for more space has become apparent. He says the Berrien County Animal Services have gotten a lot busier since the Sheriff's Department took over the enforcement side of things.
The animal control officers are bringing in a significant number of additional animals than we traditionally have seen. We've seen this phenomenon now for about 3 years. Our daily intake is just significantly higher than it has been traditionally in the past.
Dissett said the county is in the exploratory phase of a shelter expansion that would likely add around 3,000 square feet to the facility. And also, there are some questions that commissioners will consider.
And then, if we're going to do this, is now the time to make the investments for additional medical equipment, additional space, knowing that spay-neuter clinics is something that is absolutely critical.
Dissett said the shelter in Elkhart County has a medical wing for spay and neuter operations, and it generates a lot of revenue for that service. Additionally, he noted the Humane Society employed a variety of means to raise funds for the shelter. They did things like allow sponsorships for individual kennels. He tells us following the Silver Beach Playground campaign, Berrien County could look at a new way of funding the shelter expansion through those kinds of partnerships. Discussions are now only starting. Dissett said any actual project could be years off from actually happening. A new initiative to keep the city of Benton Harbor clean through code compliance is set to begin at the end of March. Starting March 30th, the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety's Code Compliance Division will launch Beautify Benton Harbor, aimed at reducing blight and improving the quality of life for residents. Deputy Director of Public Safety Brian Kazmierzek tells us the program will address issues such as burned-out buildings, illegal dumping, and holding landlords accountable for maintaining their properties.
Last year alone, we had a 75% increase in enforcement actions throughout the city. However, there's still so much more to do, and we have to get a handle on what our city looks like.
From March 30th to September 30th, code compliance officers will conduct property inspections across the city to identify and address ordinance violations, including streets, rental homes, residential homes, and other buildings. We asked about how people can help.
Pick up around your house, pick up around your property. Don't dump illegally. This week alone, we have caught 4 illegal dumpers and working on a 5th in the city of Benton Harbor, where people are not from the city are coming and dumping their trash either on city property or on other residents' property.
Individuals found in violation will face fines. The department emphasizes as long as residents cooperate, they'll work with them to resolve any issues identified. If anyone observes any problems, you can contact Code Compliance. We have the number posted at at our website, WSJM.com, on this story. Can you imagine anyone doing illegal dumping? You've seen the signs, no illegal dumping, that kind of thing.
Well, how crummy is it to get your truck full of junk and then drive to another community and dump it off?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Crummy's a nice way of putting it.
Crummy.
Yeah.
It's my politically...
I mean, seriously. I love it when they get caught on camera, though, and they can catch up to them.
Yeah. No, that's great. And if you see somebody doing it, got your phone, just do videotape, get a license plate, and send it in.
Don't put yourself in danger.
No.
But
just
report
peep
it.
out the window.
Report it. And we've got the number to report
Be a peeper.
Be an official peeper. All right, one more story. Southwestern Michigan College can now claim that they have this year's National Wrestling Coaches Association Coach of the Year.
Oh, how cool.
SMC, go you. Todd Hessen leads the wrestling program at SMC. He was earlier named the Great Lakes District Wrestling Coach of the Year, and now he's being recognized nationally by his peers. The award is selected by coaching peers and recognizes exceptional leadership, competitive success, and contributions to the campus community. Hessen credits the achievement to the players, the SMC staff, and everyone else who has supported that program's revival.
It's an award that I got, but it's actually very much a team award and a coaching staff award. Again, I've been blessed with great kids and a great staff that work hard at trying to put the pieces in place and, keep everybody moving forward. And that includes off the mat, too, grades and all the other things that go along with it.
The SMC wrestling program is coming off another successful season, having won their 3rd consecutive Michigan Community College Athletic Association Conference Championship. They also triumphed at the 2025 Great Lakes District Championship in Illinois. So congratulations. That's fantastic. Yeah. Coach of the Year, recognized by your peers. Yeah, when you're recognized by your peers, that says a lot.
It is.
So congratulations to Todd Hessen for winning that recognition. All right, that's a look at some of the news that we have. We have more coming up in just a couple of minutes. We've got our video live stream up. We've got sports from Dave Wolf. That is next. Then we'll have a whole bunch of other things. We've got some more to talk about. Some baby cougar cubs in Michigan.
Oh.
Baby cougars.
They're going to be cute.
They are so pretty. All right, we'll have that and more coming up right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
In the NBA, the Pistons hosting Washington for a second.
Okay, here we go. WSJM Morning Show video live stream. Engage.
So is the cougar kittens, are those going to be Furry Friends Friday?
Wouldn't that be cool? That would be so cool. Furry Friends Friday, for those of you who do not know, if we don't stick around until the end of the 8 o'clock hour. At the end of the 8 o'clock hour, we bring on some of those animal care facilities, and they talk about some of the cute animals that are ready for adoption.
Yep.
Yeah, Furry Friends Friday. It's around 8:50. That's a safe time. No, the cougar cubs spotted in the western UP, likely the first born in Michigan in a century. That's 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but realistically, obviously they were there before. I mean, they just didn't drop out of a spaceship. So the firstborn, there had to be others.
Maybe
born.
they were in Wisconsin.
Oh, so they're
Maybe they're migrating. They're moving around.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
You know, the population maybe went back from being in Michigan. Right. The herd was culled by evil hunters who were killing Bambi and stuff like that.
Right.
And they retreated up to Canada. They hung out, ate some cheese, had a good time, got some maple syrup, some kokanee beer,
right,
and then came back down.
Got a little upset with the taxes up there and decided to come back.
The state of the medical treatment.
Right. Get ready to have babies, and you're like, I'd rather go to the U.S.
All right, so let's say good morning to those of you on the video live stream. Bill says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Bill. Welcome to Friday. Thank you. Let's see. Bill says, man, you guys had my head hurting, then made me hungry by talking about pecan pie. Yeah, good stuff. Diane says, good morning. Teresa says, good morning, Ken, Mike, Bill, and Diane. Good morning, Mike says. That's Mike Weibel.
That's me.
That's you. Let's see what else.
So So if you're on the
Bill
video
says,
live
good morning to everybody.
stream,
yes,
we'd like to hear your favorite kind of pie.
I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite pie?
Bill was all about the pecan pie.
Do you say pecan or pecan? Are you pecan or pecan?
Well, see, I spent some time in Florida. So
Florida,
you're
pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah.
Here it's pecan.
Yeah. I grew up with pecan pie and then worked for some members of Congress from Florida, and they said pecan.
Pecans.
Like, whatever.
Pecan tree.
Just give me the pie. Do you ever have those little tarts, the pecan tarts?
No.
It's like pecan pie, but it's just the little tart size.
Oh.
It's so good. It's like they're being delivered on a slab of butter. So, you're busy over there? What are you doing?
Stuart said carrot cake pie. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Stuart likes carrot cake.
But there's carrot
Stuart
cake
and I
pie?
no, there's no carrot cake pie. He doesn't. He's just making stuff
Stuart.
up. All right, we got to get back to the show here. Or apple. Yeah, I think Stuart is a big apple pie fan.
That's good. A great apple pie is amazing. There's crummy ones. Again, crummy is the word of the day. But
apple pie, I think the secret on that, at least for me, is you have to get the balance of the spices.
Yes.
But then you also have to make sure the consistency of the apple, the bite, has to be just right. It can't be too al dente.
Yes.
It has to be a little bit, but it can't be too soft either.
I had a grandmother that would make apple squares. So rather than a pie, it was in amazing.
With a crumbly top?
Nope.
Oh.
With pie top.
Oh. Okay. Got to get back to the show. 7:17.
Insurance Agency in St. Joseph and Niles.
Partly sunny, breezy, and warm today. We're going to end up around 70 this afternoon. Some of the wind gusts around 30 miles per hour today. As we head into tonight, we'll be quiet this evening, but showers and thunderstorms and severe storms possible mainly after midnight. We'll see those end by early Saturday morning. Saturday, a couple of scattered showers, highs still near 70, but wind gusts near 50 miles an hour. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:18 WSJM Morning Show continues. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg. It's Friday, March 14th. Here with me this morning is Mike Weibel.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You ready for 73 degrees today?
Oh, I am ready.
Oh, it's going to be nice.
It is.
A little bit windy. How is your golf game in the wind? You do okay?
Yeah.
I mean, what I like about golf is the ball has enough heft to it that if you play it right, it can get through the wind.
Yes.
It's going to be affected by it for sure.
Right.
But you play it right with the dimple technology.
The dimples.
You can measure the circumference of the ball.
On Pi Day.
On Pi Day. Happy Pi Day to you. Also, St. Patrick's Day is on Monday. And AAA, Michigan, has activated Toe to Go starting today, believe it or not.
Extended the weekend of
Why
St.
are you
Patty's.
getting drunk all weekend long? It's St. Patrick's Day.
Hey,
no,
once you put the green in the beer, you got to drink it till it's gone.
I guess. Well, let's see. March Madness is just around the corner.
I know. I'm so excited about that, too.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You saw Brett is going to put together brackets for a few of us here.
He did. When he sent out that text, I was like, and then he was on the morning show.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well,
It's great to see him.
we needed to talk about basketball. I had to fill my 2025 quota of sports talk on the morning show, so I think we're almost there. Let's see. Speaking of this is a heartwarming story. I mean, unless you get attacked by a cougar, this is a great story. A pair of young cougar cubs spotted in the Upper Peninsula earlier this month could be the first of their kind to be born in Michigan in more than 100 years.
That's
new baby cougars in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that? Biologists with the State Department of Natural Resources confirmed the pair through pictures provided by the person who stumbled upon the animals. That is not a safe place to be.
Yeah.
You do not, because,
Hopefully mama wasn't home.
Wherever there are cubs, cougar cubs, there's going to be a cougar mama somewhere.
Right.
And you do not want to get in between the cougar mama and the cougar cubs. It's the first verified sighting of cougar cubs in Michigan since the species was wiped out through hunting in the early 1900s. That's according to the DNR. Let's see. It's pretty exciting considering this could be the first known cougar reproduction in modern times in the western Great Lakes states, referring to Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. The biologist says it really shows that we have a unique place in Michigan where someone has a chance to see a wolf, a moose, and a cougar in the wild.
Yeah.
It's something that should be celebrated, and we have the habitat to support such an elusive animal like this. There have been several confirmed sightings of adult cougars in Michigan, but they've said the animals only appear to be traveling through and be from out of state. They're out of state cougars.
Oh, those guys.
Of the 132 verified sightings, all have been male cougars. The male cougars, they have a wider, hunt path.
Oh,
they go out and hunt. They're
they're from out of state.
Their
they think
radius.
they're entitled. they drive just.
Yeah. They bring their electric cars.
Go home, cougar.
Oh boy. The person who spotted the cubs on March 6th reported they did not see any signs of the mother, which is concerning for biologists. Those young cougars are very vulnerable right now. We don't know where they are or even if they're alive. Mother Nature can be very cruel. Cougar cubs often stay with their mother for 2 full years. That's according to the DNR. And they have not been spotted since being photographed. I bet you the mother was around. I bet whoever was taking the picture probably got just close enough so that the mother didn't spring on them. But
they say cougars will, like if you're hiking and they attack you, they'll always attack you from behind.
Yikes.
And you usually don't know that they're there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cougars are on the list of endangered mammals in Michigan. They cannot be hunted or harassed, and efforts to locate their den are also illegal. Did you know that?
Yes.
You knew that trying to locate a den is illegal?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Good.
I had a good friend of mine who did a lot of hiking in Grand Mirror State Park.
Yes.
And said twice he saw a big cat. He didn't say it was a cougar.
Yeah.
But one time in the
Was it a tabby?
No, like but he was actually at night, and he said he had a headlamp on.
Okay.
And on the path in front of him, turned and saw the eyes. And he said, and then
that'd be scary.
Yeah. And then another time, he said he was pulling out of Grand Mirror State Park, and there was a large cat / cougar going down into the ditch and into the woods.
Ooh, wow.
So
between a wolf, a cougar, and a moose, what would you want to have to take on? You're out in the wild, you're hiking around, and you're confronted with an animal. Would you rather it be a wolf, a cougar, or a moose?
Wow, that's a tough one.
And they're all adult, and they're all male, and they're hungry.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
And angry.
Yeah.
Angry.
Hangry. I think I'd go with moose.
Yeah, although they say moose are very...
Oh, they're
deadly.
cranky.
Yeah.
They're cranky for sure. But I'm thinking I can climb a tree.
Well, that would be the key. The wolf can't climb the tree.
No, it can jump pretty high, though.
Yeah.
It can jump, and it can run pretty fast. I think the moose is probably fast, but I'm thinking they're clumsy. They look clumsy.
Yeah.
You ever see Bullwinkle and the squirrel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Rocky? Yeah. Let's see what else. One of Detroit's biggest sports fans is interested in joining the city's bid to land a WNBA franchise. Did you hear this?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the WNBA. We don't have a Detroit team right now. Eminem 15-time Grammy Award winner, is putting his money where his mouth is.
He's going to buy a team?
He's thinking about it. He has had discussions about joining a very high-profile investor group that already includes the owner of the Pistons, the owner of the Lions, General Motors CEO, and Lions quarterback Jared Goff, and a few others. This group wants to bring the WNBA to Michigan.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
To Detroit, yeah. A spokesman confirmed Eminem's interest. He has expressed interest. There have been discussions, but nothing has been finalized. Eminem, a big Detroit sports fan, already regularly attends Lions games. And he's got, what is it, Mom's Spaghetti down in Detroit? Have you heard of this place? Yeah, he's got a little spaghetti. It's a little... It's just like a little, I don't even know if you call it a cafe because I don't know if there's inside seating or whatever, but it's Mom's Spaghetti. And he sings about it in one of his songs, at least one. But he's got a little outlet where you can buy food down by, oh, you know what it is. One of those pizza arenas downtown Detroit.
Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars.
Yeah.
I can see the little guy in my head.
Yeah.
Anyway, near there,
Okay.
he's got Mom's Spaghetti.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, now he wants an NBA team. WNBA. The Detroit Shock played in the WNBA at the Palace of Auburn Hills from 1998 to 2009. They won championships in 2003, 2006, 2008 before they relocated to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. So
wah, wah,
wah, wah, wah. So they want to bring it back. And the WNBA is set to expand to 15 teams by 2026.
Interesting.
Yeah, so...
Think we can get Caitlin Clark?
Well, I mean, if she wants to leave Indiana, sure. I don't know. It'd be kind of fun with it. Let's see. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, Detroit prospective WNBA teams would play their home games at Little Caesars Arena. So there you go.
That'd be fun. I mean, that would be great.
And you get spaghetti.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like spaghetti?
Right. And then Eminem rapping the national anthem.
Rapping the national anthem and performing at every halftime show.
Yeah.
I bet he would buckle at that. He would not want to do that.
No, I don't think he would.
But that would be fun. All right, it's 7:27. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. We've got the video live stream going. We've got weather and sports to come up in just a few minutes. We've also got our news from our WSJM newsroom. ABC will bring us the latest world and national news, and we've got the Bloomberg Market Minute. Financial news is going to come up next right here on WSJM.
What would you call a free account?
When you have a city like Detroit that's on the upswing, arguably I'd say they're on the upswing.
I would agree.
Yeah, I mean they've done a lot to really rebuild their city, come back. You go down in Detroit right now, you see a lot of the cranes and construction is happening.
Yeah.
That's a great sign. It's a positive sign.
It's exciting.
And to have, the Lions there, the Tigers there, which, by the way, WSJM is your official Tigers baseball station.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Tigers, you got the Pistons, which I think they're being let back in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Was it last year that they had the longest losing streak in?
Yeah.
Anyway.
They're in a slump.
So they're looking up this year. It'd be great to have a WNBA team.
It would.
What would you call them?
I was wondering what would be there. It's a Detroit base. So would it be a automotive or would it be?
Would you go back to the Detroit Shock? Probably not.
No.
Did they keep that name in Tulsa? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, you were saying Detroit?
Yeah, something Detroit based or Great Lakes based,
Could we do something other than automotive though?
Yeah. I mean, I think Grand Valley Lakers. I think Lakers is a really cool.
LA has that one. LA Lakers.
I know.
Yeah.
But call them the Whitecaps. Oh, done.
We could do, let's see. We could do the Detroit AI.
Yeah.
The Detroit Artificial Intelligence.
Detroit Al.
And their mascot could be a little computer running around the court.
So we got some good pies on the live stream, which I hadn't thought about.
Bill says it's been a long bit since I had rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
I love rhubarb. That's good stuff. Never eat the leaves. Did you know that?
Yes, they're poisonous.
Never eat the leaves of rhubarb. Highly, highly acidic. They will tear you apart. and poison you and kill you.
Yes.
Let's see. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Thank you, Teresa.
Yep.
What other pie do we have?
Coconut pie,
Love coconut pie.
coconut cream pie, and Teresa said rhubarb. Yuck.
What?
That's what she said. Coconut cream pie, but I like all pie except rhubarb pie. Yuck.
Oh, I like rhubarb pie.
So we got apple pie from Stewart.
Yep.
Bill's up for any pie.
Yeah.
And Teresa's any pie except for rhubarb. Favorite being coconut cream.
Coconut cream pie.
And of course, still
That would be
puzzled on Stewart's carrot cake pie.
So we like carrot cake.
I
We
do
love carrot
A
cake.
good carrot cake
Yeah.
is amazing.
What makes a good carrot cake amazing?
Well, it's a combination. I mean, the frosting has to be right.
Okay. Buttercream?
Yeah, or not. Is it buttercream or is it
Buttercream is the good one.
Yeah,
The other one is too sugary for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
yeah. The what? And then a nice kind of dense but fluffy at the same time, which I know is
See, I think that is where a lot of the carrot cakes go wrong, is that they are too dense, and if the moisture content is there, fine. But if it's dry at all, mess.
yeah.
Total
Can't be
mess.
dry.
No.
There used to be a place when I lived in Florida. It was a
Pete's
restaurant.
Pies?
No, it was a restaurant chain, but it was like a
Piper's
deli.
Pies?
No,
Oh.
and
Piper's Pies would
they
be a
had
good one.
The most amazing carrot cake.
Oh.
So we'd go there get a sandwich, but you got a carrot cake slice, and they were big and
There is a place, Stephanie will remember this. There's a place alongside a highway on your way into, I think it's either on the way into Saugatuck or on the way into South Haven.
Okay.
Where when you get their carrot cake, it's literally as big as your head, one slice of it.
And you got a big head.
And I have a huge head. and it is good. It is so good.
So where is it?
Well, she's going to tell me here in a second.
Come on, Stephanie.
I
Help
think.
us out.
Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Russell slept into his regular time.
Oh, nice.
She wrote an answer. Oh, there it is. Farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
Yeah, here, let's look it up real quick.
All right, I'll look it up.
Farmhouse. Anyway, so it's the Farmhouse Deli. Now she's just typing all. Anyway,
In Douglas.
Yeah, in Douglas. She said that in Douglas. Okay. Yeah, Farmhouse Deli in Douglas. But she said Stephanie also said
We should go
pineapple.
today.
Yeah, let's go. We should go right now.
Yeah.
Pineapple is the secret ingredient for a good carrot cake.
Pineapple.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
because you
with
think
the
about
moisture and the
the acidity, just kind of a nice little tang.
Mm.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to go eat. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Actually close all of its stores as part of a bankruptcy filing in the coming days. Sources say efforts to find a buyer have failed so far, but talks with one potential bidder continue. And Apple's new iPhone 16e is outselling initial sales of its predecessor SE model released a few years ago, according to IDC. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:33 on your Friday morning, March 14th. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me, Mike Weibel. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We're very happy to have you here on Pi Day. And because it's Pi Day, we decided, because 314, we decided to talk about pies you can eat. And have we landed on a best pie? Like what people like the most on our video
I don't
live
think
stream?
we have a most. We have quite a nice
selection.
Yeah, the coconut pie, coconut cream
Coconut
pie.
cream
that
pie.
was one I hadn't thought of.
Yeah.
Apple pie. There's rhubarb pie has made
An appearance.
Yeah.
A controversial appearance.
Yes. Teresa mentioned Bit of Swiss.
Oh.
And is obviously their pies are amazing, along with Flower Shop, which that blueberry cream cheese pie. Oh, so
yeah,
good.
and somehow we got distracted and started talking about carrot cake.
Yeah.
Because Stuart was putting carrot
threw
cake.
a wrench in our pie discussion. But,
Carrot cake. I mean, I love a good carrot cake.
But Farmhouse Deli and Pantry, I'm
boy.
looking at the website. We need to get them as a sponsor so we
boy.
can do a live broadcast from there.
I don't know if we'll be able to get outside the door. All right, it's 7:34. We've got weather forecast for today. It's going to be windy. We've got some storm notifications coming in right now. Let's see, it's 45 degrees in Benton Harbor, 44 in St. Joseph, 44 in South Haven, and 43 degrees in Dowagiac. We have a high wind watch in effect for Saturday, tomorrow from noon to 6. So from noon to 6 p.m., gusts to 55 miles per hour are possible. So batten down the hatches tomorrow afternoon.
How'd you like to have that job?
Battening down the hatches?
No, being the guy watching for high winds.
Yeah, high wind watch.
Hey, what you doing up there? Watching for high winds.
Hey, what are you doing?
Right.
Are you high?
Elon says, get off that building.
Today's forecast, partly sunny and breezy, a high around 73 degrees. Winds out of the south 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be breezy, basically just throughout the day, but gusts are going to go up to 35 miles per hour. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy, an 80% chance of showers and storms. They're happening mostly overnight. The wind, again, is going to gust to 35 miles per hour, possibly stronger. And then into Saturday, mostly cloudy, a 50% chance of rain showers, windy, high around 70, southwest winds 20 to 30 miles per hour, and gusts to 55. As we get to Sunday, it's going to be partly sunny, 40% chance of rain or snow, a high around 40. Mostly sunny on Monday, partly cloudy on Tuesday, Wednesday mostly cloudy, Thursday mostly cloudy. I don't see precipitation after Sunday until Wednesday again.
Yeah.
So we'll have a good couple of days of some nice temperatures and decent conditions Monday and Tuesday. So the high on Tuesday is going to be around 66 degrees.
But possibility of snow on Sunday?
Rain snow mix, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it'll stick.
Man, I'm telling you, when it snows, the robins get so angry.
It's one of those last snows of the season type of forecasts. We'll see. We've got more to talk about in a few minutes. We had the blood moon.
Yep.
We had the full moon with the lunar eclipse and all that other fun stuff that happened overnight. It was fun to see.
Yeah.
Cool to see, I should say. And we will talk about 5 things that happen when the moon is full.
Yeah.
You found a list
I did.
that talked about that very thing. So werewolves beware. We'll have that in a few minutes right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Hamas this morning announcing it will release American hostage Idan Alexander and the bodies of 4 other dual nationals. It is unclear as of now if they are the bodies of dual national Americans currently being held. The statement comes as talks continue in Doha to try to broker the next stage of the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. A dozen people had to be hospitalized after a jet engine caught fire at the Denver airport. 180 people on board. 5 people killed and a multi-car pileup in Austin, Texas. No cause yet determined. There's a vote in the Senate expected today on the budget plan that President Trump once passed. Senate Leader Chuck Schumer saying last night,
while the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse.
The market's still rattled by the back-and-forth Trump tariff policies. The S&P now in correction territory, having lost 10% of its value in less than a month. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:38 WSJM Morning Show continues on this, your Friday. Happy Friday, March 14th. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. Some of the news that we've got for you at 8 o'clock from the WSJM Newsroom. Parts of the country are in for some severe weather today, tonight, and into the overnight. Berrien County sits right on the edge of that area. National Weather Service has some words about what kind of storm system is moving through. It's developing across the plains right now. We might get some strong straight line winds.
Yeah.
That doesn't really give a high potential for tornado, but that's a possibility as well.
It is.
Especially down south of us. So we'll talk about that coming up at 8 o'clock this morning.
So officially from WSJM, we encourage you not to go camping.
Yeah, and if you do, make sure your tent is really staked down tough.
Like 6-foot posts.
Yeah, get some good pig iron into the ground. Other news that we're following, no agreement yet in the ongoing dispute between Lincoln Township and St. Joe Township over the use of their Maiden Lane sewer line.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a stinky issue that just won't resolve.
Exactly.
Yeah, other news, it's now up to the U.S. Senate on whether to approve that measure to keep the federal government operating. We caught up with area Congressman Tim Walberg on that issue. So those stories and more coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. Also, we'll have our list of what happens during the full moon. That's coming up here on the radio in just a moment. Our Moody on the Market update as well on the WSJM Morning Show. We've got sports coming up next with Dave Wolf right after a look at state news.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. Governor Gretchen Whitmer continues having discussions with the Trump administration.
Yeah, so I mean, we were just hearing on the Michigan News Network kind of the recap of the readout from Governor Gretchen Whitmer's meeting with Donald Trump at the White House yesterday. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't just not talk to the president of the United States, whether your politics agree with him or not.
Right.
Especially when you're talking about tariffs, that affect aluminum and steel, and the Michigan, whether it liked it or not, became the center of some of the trade war dispute between us and Canada.
Certainly.
With that electricity thing.
Yep.
The surcharge that Ontario wanted to put on our import of electricity.
And President Trump says he's going to restore us to a manufacturing powerhouse.
I mean,
certainly Michigan wants to be a part of that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you think about the Rust Belt, and you think about manufacturing and the way it's gone over the last few decades. It's not for an economy like Michigan's, it's not a bad thing to have Michigan manufacturing come back. And a lot of it's still here.
Right.
A lot of it's still here. We do produce a lot of great things. We could produce more.
Well, and I think a lot of things like all the machine shops in town, a lot of that got shipped overseas.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see that come back. Like you said, we're one of the leading areas in the state of Michigan for engineering.
Yeah.
So we're
For sure.
ready.
Yeah.
We got talent.
Clearly we have talent. I mean, if you tuned into the WSJM morning show yesterday and heard Robotics Roundup, we had it was encouraging to see how bright and smart and energized and motivated the individuals we had here were.
Yeah.
And not only were they thinking about their competition, but they were thinking about how to make an impact in the community and around them. And we really look forward to finding out how their Buzz Glove test goes tomorrow. The Average Joe's, if you missed yesterday's show, the Average Joe's robotics team, they have a robot. They compete. They won the competition last weekend, which was really cool. This weekend, there's a competition in Berrien Springs where they'll have robotics competition again. But the Average Joe's, as part of their community impact involvement, they have undertaken this project to make these Buzz Gloves for Parkinson's patients. And it's not something they invented, but they saw the plans and they have been developing these things, and they're testing them this weekend with an actual Parkinson's patient.
That would be awesome.
And I guess it sends feedback through the gloves that helps with the
tremors.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. How inspiring to think in a high school, if you could be a part of something like that, how that could just catch fire and it would just be a career path that would be unlimited,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you think about the direction that technology has gone and how fast it's going to even introduce those concepts to kids today. There's a heck of a mountain to climb, a learning curve for them to get onto. But once they're on it, watch out.
Yeah.
Because they go fast. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, 7:43 WSJM Morning Show continues. Let's see what's happening on the video live stream. Teresa commenting on the weather. It's Michigan for you, talking about the snow, I'm sure. It will be nice. Not at all, it will be nice. I wonder what she's referring to there. Do you know, Mike?
Nope.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, she also says her sister makes the best pineapple upside down cake.
Oh.
That's always fun. I like seeing the little pineapple with the maraschino cherries. What's going on text?
No, I'm just looking at, I had to go back into Facebook Live to see what she was talking about, and now I'm looking at the pineapple upside down cake, which is not a pie.
No, that's a cake.
And we gave Stuart a little bit of...
so we got to give Teresa grief too?
Yeah.
Okay. Teresa.
Teresa, it's pie day, not cake day.
When is cake day?
I don't know, but...
Every day is cake day.
I was going to say every day other than today, I guess.
Let's see.
Like a fat kid loves cake.
Sweet potato pie?
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever had sweet potato pie.
Haven't you?
I don't think I have.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had candied yams, I think. Those are good.
Kind of reminds me of pumpkin pie, a southern version of pumpkin pie, even though it's sweet potatoes. But
have I mentioned key lime pie yet?
Oh, that is my wife's favorite pie.
Key lime pie.
We went to the Florida Keys, and of course, you have to have key lime pie. In the
Yeah,
Florida
absolutely.
Keys, but there's good key lime pie, and then every once in a while, I actually
every once in a while are really good or really bad.
Really good.
Oh, okay.
When I was in Florida, there was a restaurant that had a key lime pie cheesecake.
Oh.
So it was like a layer of key lime on top of a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
That does sound good.
But again,
Key
we
lime,
digress.
yeah, key lime is one of those pies that you really have to search for the good one, because I grew up thinking key lime pie always had to be neon green colored. That apparently is not the authentic key lime pie. The authentic key lime pie is it's like a pale green, almost a yellow.
Yeah, or yellow.
And it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. But yeah, key lime pie.
When I was dating my wife, every once in a while I would make a key lime pie. She was.
You make pie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You make all kinds of pies.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to make? Pie?
Favorite pie to make?
Yeah.
Probably key lime, only because my wife loves it. So.
All right.
Why not?
Absolutely.
All right.
Any plans this weekend?
Like my daughter's coming home, so we're going out to dinner tonight with her and her boyfriend's family, which will be fun.
Oh.
And yeah, they're fun. They're fun people. And then this weekend, I don't think we have a whole lot planned other than, the whole weather thing is a little bit dicey.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's going to be great. Great weather watching weekend. All right.
Teresa says we're making her hungry.
I am so hungry right now. Okay, we've got more to get to. We've got a list to cover of stuff that happens during the full moon. We'll do that right now on the WSJM Morning Show.
Partly sunny, breezy, and warm today. We're going to end up around 70 this afternoon. Some of the wind gusts around 30 miles per hour today. As we head into tonight, we'll be quiet this evening, but showers and thunderstorms and severe storms possible mainly after midnight. We'll see those end by early Saturday morning. Saturday, a couple of scattered showers, highs still near 70, but wind gusts near 50 miles an hour. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:47, WSJM Morning Show continues. Good morning, I'm Ken Lundberg. Sorry, I didn't think my microphone was on there, but it is.
It is on.
It is on. When's the last time you flew a kite?
Ooh, probably 30 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm thinking same.
But in my 20s, like when we would fly kites, it was a matter of how far and how high you could get them to go.
Oh.
So we would go buy kites, put a nice tail on them, and then just see how. Yeah.
The string manufacturers loved you.
Yes, they did. And then every once in a while, when one broke loose, and you were like, "Did we go get it, or did we just let it go?"
Oh, yeah, just let it go.
Yeah, because it's going to end up in somebody's
tree
back then, or TV antenna. And
oh,
that's
yeah.
not good.
You don't want that.
No.
Box kite or just regular diagonal? Diamond
diagonal.
kite? Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do the bat kites. Remember the and they're very good for doing the little tricks and stuff like that. But I don't think the boys have gotten too much into kites. They've had a couple of them, but
yeah. I remember I was probably maybe 5 or 6, and being with my dad, we went down to the beach, and there was a east wind and flew a kite over the lake.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
And just let it kept going and going until you couldn't see it. I mean, it was so far up and out.
Wow.
And then it broke loose, and it was like, ooh, well, that's over. But yeah, it was a very cool
coincidentally, that was the same day an airplane got tangled up in a kite.
in Chicago. And
well. No, anyway. No, we're talking about, at least I'm talking about kites because we have that high wind watch that's going to be in effect overnight and into tomorrow. Well, actually, technically, the high winds are only going to affect us tomorrow afternoon, noon to 6 p.m., where they're going to be gusting to 55 miles per hour. But it's going to be windy.
Yeah.
It's going to be good kite flying weather for a little while. I
think so.
Till it gets too windy.
So you're a drone guy. So
I do like drones, yeah.
So what's the wind? I mean, I'm sure there's drones that are can do any wind, but is there a miles per hour that you're like, no drone flying?
I'm sure there is. I've flown the drone in windy conditions, excessively windy conditions, and the drone, because of the way the gyroscopes or whatever they have in them, the computer control, everything is just fine. It can be very stable, even at high winds. What that does, however, though, is drain the battery life precipitously.
I bet.
It just falls off the radar.
Right.
Because it is adjusting and doing everything it does to stay in the same place. And if your winds are gusting around, and you can see it, it takes a couple of seconds to adjust just because of physics.
Right.
But yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll take the drone out this weekend.
Yeah.
See if I can lose it.
See if I'd love to see what Nate does with the
dronography stuff.
55-mile-an-hour winds. In the,
the waves are going to be
lighthouse.
amazing. Yeah, good crashing wave. Have you seen the ice on the shore down by Lions Park Beach and everything, Lions Beach? They look like little mini icebergs.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I saw yesterday, a lot of them have broken and were going out.
Oh.
And so now with this wind coming, it's going to probably push a lot of that ice back.
Along with the giant squid.
Yes.
From Lake Michigan.
The Kraken.
All right, we had the lunar eclipse last night. If you got to see that, hooray, that was fun. We had the blood moon for a little while. It was cool to see because it was just like an eclipse in reverse, which it was. It was a lunar eclipse, not a solar eclipse. And so you saw the shadow of the Earth go over the moon, and then it was red for a while, kind of reddish. So that was fun. It was fun to see. But a lot of things happen apparently during a full moon. And Mike, you have a list of some of the things that happen. Tell us.
I do.
Share.
So there are 5 different things I found that are based on studies and history.
So these are real things. These are not. Is werewolf on your list?
No.
Okay.
No.
So no werewolves turn into Wolfman or whatever like that. Okay.
No.
Fine.
Although number 5 of this top 5.
Although
number 5 is cultural and religious rituals.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of things that go around a full moon that are tied to practices of
religion.
Culture and religion.
Okay.
Then plant growth and animal activity.
Plant growth and animal activity.
So they said farmers have long believed that full moons accentuate plant growth and obviously alter nocturnal animal activity.
Huh. Okay.
So makes sense.
All
Number
right.
3 is disturbed sleep.
Wait. So with this one and the one prior, with the animal activity and the disturbed sleep, I can see that with a full moon.
Yep.
Because normally at night it's dark.
Yep.
And so you're free to go to sleep and you're not going to get awakened by anything. But with the full moon, it's like somebody's shining a flashlight in your window.
It is.
Yeah.
Does that bother you? Are you light sensitive when you sleep?
I don't think so. I don't know. I am not light sensitive. I can sleep at a drop of a feather. But I sometimes it does catch me by surprise. Like if I'm up in the middle of the night, either tending to myself or the dog or whatever, and I see something shining really bright in the window, it's like, oh yeah, I hope that's the moon.
Well, they say that your brain can detect light through your eyelid, even when your eyelids are closed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So when it's bright and you're sleeping, it still messes with your rhythms.
Circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Same as why you don't look at your phone at night.
Yeah.
Because it messes with your circadian rhythm.
Exactly.
The cicadas are going to get you.
Exactly.
All right.
And your sleep.
Keep going.
They're coming.
So disturbed sleep.
Disturbed sleep is the next one. And then number 2 is heightened crime and accidents.
Heightened crime?
Yeah. Some studies
and accidents.
suggest a slight increase in crime, traffic accidents, and hospital admissions.
Oh.
And from what I've heard, if you work in a hospital ER at night, you know that the full moon makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, because it must be a full moon tonight,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then the number 1 thing is increased emotional intensity. Many people report feeling more emotional, energized, or restless around a full moon.
That's amore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Restless around a full moon.
Right. Oh, just like that's amore.
Yeah.
A moon in the sky like a big pizza pie.
Pizza pie, it all comes back.
It's Pie Day. A full moon on Pie Day? How did that happen?
It's pretty good.
It's gotta be.
And it was red, so I had the sauce already on it.
Yeah. Is there an Italian holiday today?
Should be.
Maybe.
7:54, it's the WSJM Morning Show. Anything else on that list?
Nope, that's what I got.
Okay, very good. We've got to do the Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. And as we mentioned earlier, with St. Patrick's Day coming up on Monday, AAA of Michigan is activating its Tow to Go program to help those who have had too much to drink get home safely. AAA spokesperson Adrian Woodland tells us the Tow to Go will give you a tow if you're in dire need. When someone calls Tow to Go, dispatchers dispatch a tow truck to transport the would-be impaired driver and their vehicle to a safe location within a 10-mile radius. See, it all goes back to circles. Radius. 10-mile radius. However, Woodland stresses that Tow to Go should be viewed as a last resort. She urges anyone who might be drinking or planning to go out and celebrate to arrange for a ride first. If that falls through, call Tow to Go and they'll get you to your place safely. Not to the next bar, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a bar crawl.
This is not a bar crawl. This program is open to AAA members and non-members as well, and it's free to everyone. They want to keep people safe. They want to stop people from killing each other on the highways. Tow to Go will be active from 6 p.m. on Friday, that's today, until 6 a.m. on Tuesday, March 18th. I always wonder about the stragglers. You know, 6 a.m. Monday, 5:59, somebody's calling on Tuesday morning. Hey!
Can I get a ride?
Can I get a ride?
You got to have a Marlboro voice at 6 a.m.
I tell you, since it was created more than 25 years ago, they say Tow to Go has helped nearly 30,000 would-be drunk drivers stay off the road and get to their location safely. 30,000.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's your Moody on the Market update for this morning. If you want to read that article and find out more about Tow to Go, just write down the number and put it in your wallet if you're going to go out and get inebriated, I guess. The Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. It's 4 minutes till 8 o'clock. We've got some news to get to in just a few moments. It is the WSJM Morning Show.
Insurance Management Service is your local auto owner's insurance.
We know our listeners would not be irresponsible. They don't need Tow to Go, right?
No. Maybe.
What a pain that would be.
Yeah.
Like, hi, I've had too much to drink. None of my friends are around me or sober.
Can you tow me home?
Can you give me a tow home? Well, looks like you're about 10 and a quarter miles outside of the radius.
I just got a text from a local celebrity.
Oh.
Who said that she said she sees us and hears us on the live stream.
Oh, very nice.
Lori Von Koenig.
Aw.
Retired Lakeshore Band director.
Nice.
And also my cousin.
Aw.
But yeah, she's saying hey. So hey to Lori.
Hey, Lori. Is it her birthday today?
No.
Okay. Are you sure? Because now you said no.
No, it's not her birthday.
Okay. All right. We've got more to cover in the WSJM Morning Show. Thanks for watching, Lori. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pedestrian fatalities. We'll talk about that in the 8 o'clock hour. They're up. Well,
because it's a full moon. They walk right in front of stuff.
U.S. pedestrian deaths in the first half of 2024 fell slightly from the year prior, but they're still up 12% over 2019 numbers, and they think it's largely because of large vehicles. Yeah, they're just bigger vehicles. We'll talk about that.
If you get hit by a bus, you're not going to do as well as by a
clock. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
And media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Isn't it funny how that clock always gets in the way?
Always.
I find it
consistently.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, you like it.
7:58, 2 minutes.
Smile from ear to ear every time you look at me and go, clock.
Clock. I give you an opportunity, and then you just keep rambling. So I have to shut you off.
I'm rambling now.
No, you're not, because I keep turning your microphone down.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's 7:58. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Kind enough to be here with me this morning is Mike Weibel. Appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you.
Next hour, we'll get some financial information.
Yes.
From Mike, who is with Baird Private Wealth Management when he's not doing his regular gig here.
Right.
At WSJM. No, actually, next hour, you want to preview? We're going to be talking about a charity golf tournament.
Yes. It's our 5th annual charity golf outing coming up this year. And so we started it years back and didn't think we would be at number 5 already, but here we are. 5 years. 5 years. And we'll tell you how you can participate, get involved. It's all coming up next hour right here on the WSJM Morning Show. And so let's see, that'll be around 8:15, 8:20. We'll tune into that. Yeah.
Between now and then, we've got some news to get to. We've got the latest world and national news from ABC. We've got our local news from the WSJM Newsroom, sports news from Dave Wolf, and our weather forecast. Let's do the weather forecast right now. Today's forecast, partly sunny and breezy, a high around 73 degrees as I'm looking outside. And by the way, we had perfect skies for an astrological event.
Sure.
Yeah, a celestial event. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
We had perfect skies last night for a celestial event because I looked outside and I thought, oh no, those stars look a little fuzzy. Well, I didn't have my glasses on, so then I found the moon. It's like, oh, that's pretty. Okay. Anyway,
the big fuzzy one over there.
today's forecast: partly sunny, breezy, high around 73. We've got a high wind watch in effect for tomorrow, noon to 6 p.m. Gusts up to 55 miles per hour possible. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. A breakthrough in the Middle East for the sole remaining American hostage alive.
Okay, for those of you on the video live stream, thank you.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you, and thanks for joining us on this Friday. Have a great weekend.
And a great pie day.
Great pie day. Have some pie. All the ideas are free of charge.
Right.
The slices might be extra. All right.
Or $3.14.
Enjoy, and don't blow away this weekend.
You're right.
Because it's going to be windy.
Hold on to something.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. See you on Monday. Bye.
One had engine trouble and had to land in Denver. ABC's Mola Lengi with